The day I woke up in the body of a mafia kingpin's canary, I laid all my cards on the table. If I help you find your true love, I told him, I can go back to my own world. Damien listened, then threw his head back and roared with laughter. Just when I thought it was a lost cause, he yanked me into his arms. Interesting, he purred, his voice a low growl against my ear. This one's mine. And just like that, I became his one and only canary. I tried to remind him every now and then, nudging him to look at other women, to search for his soulmate. But each attempt ended with me pinned to his bed, punished until I couldn't walk for days. As he ripped another piece of my lingerie, he'd whisper teasingly, "Did your little system of yours tell you that once you're my bird, you never fly away?" After a while, the thought of going home didn't seem so urgent anymore. Until the day he brought her back, the sister of his sworn enemy. The girl, Heike, plunged a knife into his back, her eyes red with fury. "I'll kill you one day," she spat, "to avenge my brother." He didn't even flinch. Instead, he gritted his teeth through the pain and nodded. "I'll be waiting." In that moment, the mission progress bar, stuck at 0% for 8 long years, quietly ticked up to 10. That night, for the first time, Damien didn't come to my room. I found him in the villa's garden, a cigarette dangling from his lips, his brow furrowed in thought. His gaze kept drifting up to a single window on the second floor. I followed his line of sight. It was the room he had just arranged for Heike. It had to be her. She was the one. My mission was finally moving forward. I should have been thrilled, but for some reason, a bitter sting crept into my nose, my eyes burning. The night air was damp and heavy. I was probably just catching a cold. I quickly brewed a cup of hot ginger tea and brought it to him. He looked up, a faint smile touching his lip. He held out a credit card. My hand paused as I set down the mug. I didn't take it. A flicker of confusion crossed Damien's face. "What's wrong? Isn't this how it always is?" he asked, pushing the card closer. "Take it. Go buy a bag you like." He was right. This was us. For 8 years, I had played my part as the perfect canary. I took his money, never his love. Whenever I was especially attentive, it meant my funds were running low, and he never skimped on spoiling me. A cup of hot tea for a credit card. It was a fair trade. I forced a smile and took the card, my voice dripping with the practiced sweetness of a courtesan. "Thank you, Damien." Ordinarily, this would be his cue to pull me into his arms and claim his prize right then and there. But he just nodded, his gaze already drifting back towards the house. The money was in my hand, yet for the first time, I felt a pang of disappointment. This was a bad sign. I couldn't let myself get attached. As a task runner, I was destined to leave. I spent the night drawing up a new plan. I had to speed things up between them. The next morning, I knocked on Heike's door, all bright and bubbly. I grabbed her hand, insisting on taking her to the most expensive, Michelin-starred breakfast spot in the city. She violently shook me off. "You're not afraid you'll end up dead in a ditch, being a whore for a monster like that?" Her words struck me silent. "You'll see how good he is soon enough," I thought. Despite her reluctance, I dragged her to the restaurant, and there, she saw Damien, crouched in a back alley, gently feeding a stray cat. She saw him handing a warm parcel of food to a lonely old woman. "Just for show," she muttered, her tone as hard as ever. But I saw it, the flicker of softness in her eyes.